Hello and welcome back. Hope your day is well. Thank you for checking out the content and supporting the channel. If you like the content and enjoy sports commentary, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Game 1 went nothing like how I expected. Game 2 is how I pictured Game 1. I think we all knew a blowout was coming for the second game of this series. There was no way OKC was going to lose Game 2. It was a dominant night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the OKC Thunder in Game 2 of the NBA Finals. You got to flash back to the, Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals where the OKC Thunder obliterated, dismantled, demoralized the Timberwolves to move to the NBA Finals. Lots of love and laughter on their bench as they put away Indiana. When you talk about the OKC Thunder delivering total team effort to even the series, I say that was a sure sign of impending doom, which leads me to say OKC in 5. I've said 6, but I promise you, if they look anything like they did on Sunday night, this series is over. This series might be over quickly. I think this is more so what we were expecting in Game 1 from OKC. A solid Game 2 performance evens the series. Momentum is shifting. You saw urgency from start to finish. Their defense showed up from the tip. Chet Holmgren was a factor being in the lineup and making his presence felt. I thought it was an all-around solid team effort where everyone contributed. I mean, you're looking at Indiana as a team that shouldn't even be in the finals. I mean, that's how it felt watching that game. I get why people would look at OKC and say they're winning this series. This is why they're so good, because they defend well. They got guys who can come off the bench and score. Yeah, Game 1 was probably a game you should have won, but you didn't. You win Game 2. You got to win 3 more games. The bench was huge. My contention, even though the Pacers match up well against OKC, I said it, the Thunder are beating the Pacers. They got the formula, and to me, I'm not sure that anybody can stop Shai. They couldn't stop him last night, and for the second straight game, the Pacers recovered from an ugly first half and found their offense in the third and fourth quarters. However, they couldn't get the necessary stops to make things interesting. And if you can't stop the MVP in the pick and roll, well, then he's going to burn you every single time. Now, we're going to have to see what happens in Game 3, which will serve as a huge indicator for determining the winner of this series. An OKC blowout was the easiest outcome to predict Game 3, which will, determine just how competitive this series will be. That was a resounding victory for a team that is heavily favored to win the championship. Seriously, I mean, look at the roster. OKC is really deep, stacked, and loaded. They can go to the end of their bench for a player, and he can be inserted in the game and provide a spark. Alex Caruso is exciting. Aaron Wiggins, boy, what a masterful showing from him off the bench. And the defense was, playing really well. And, Alex Caruso did his thing playing defense on Pascal Siakam. That was just sensational. Not only did he drain 4 threes and finish with 20 points, but he made life difficult for Pascal Siakam, who only hit 3 of his 11 shots from the field. And this young dude, Wiggins, came off the bench and he hit 5 threes. Those guys, for the most part, are supporting actors. The best actor, of course, is Shea, who put on a masterclass. If I tell any one of you who cares about the OKC Thunder, would you say he's a superstar? Because I've been saying it. Not everybody would say he is. I would say that it is really subjective when you think about it. I've seen what he has been. So in real terms, having looked at the analytics of Ascension and historically how good he's been, I think you have to say he reached the level of a superstar. I mean, you can find moments. You can find moments that he really put together an impressive highlight reel. OKC lost game 1, but he had that one layup that I thought should have been an and one. Obviously didn't get the call, but I'm looking at that like, man, that's a superstar. Given how this year has gone, he was named the league MVP, got his team to the NBA Finals. So you got SGA erupting for 34 points and finishing with 8 assists, which is, if he's going to be like this for the rest of the series, and if you're getting contributions from your bench, then the Pacers are cooked. The bench scored 48 points on the night, and it was the bench that fueled the 19-2 second quarter run, which decided the game. And what that looked like was an OKC team that won 68 games during the regular season. The supporting cast of characters is going to be what wins this series, along with the physical presence of Shea. It's the style of play that people don't like. And while some marvel at SGA, NBA fans, the casuals, are done with it. And now you're hearing from folks who have something to complain about. I mean, they need something to complain about. Oh, now he's a foul merchant. He's not a superstar. He's a foul baiter. OKC has been accustomed to a level of success where they have found a unique formula that works for them, and they stick to a game plan that a lot of people are not fond of. It's funny to listen to, or not funny, but interesting to listen to fans who's been so skeptical and pessimistic about a young and athletic OKC team. You know, they're getting in their feelings. I can tell you, on the defensive end of the floor, that's where it shows up. Their aggressiveness, their mental toughness, the forced turnovers, especially when you're talking about OKC. That's where it shows up, on the defensive end of the floor, where they are the most effective. It's an elite defense. And we know how good they are as a defensive unit. They are tough, suffocating. Just watching them play, it looked like a 90s NBA team to me. If you zoomed in and just looked at the bodies moving on the court and how they shut down Tyrese Halliburton, basically taking Indiana's primary weapon away by targeting him, forcing him off the three-point line. And anytime he drove to the basket, they didn't help on defense. They made him score inside. They made it to where he had to score inside. I think OKC finally figured out Tyrese Halliburton. OKC is playing very aggressive and clean defense. Active hands, lots of deflections, extremely legal guarding position. I would be terrified attempting to drive inside. They are suffocating. And then they have SGA. You know, it's one of the things kind of fun about this OKC team. SGA. There's a lot of good things about this OKC team, and it was on display in Game 2. They looked like a title contending team, and the Pacers looked like a pretending team that didn't belong on that stage. All right, everybody. I'm getting out of here now. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to listen and check out the content. I really appreciate y'all. Without you guys, none of this is possible. Much love to everybody. Really appreciate it. But we'll talk again soon. You guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Monday. Talk to you guys again soon.